You don't think anybody's going to trade up with the Cardinals at 3, and they're just going to take Willie Anderson? You don't think there's going to be some sort of Godfather offer of somebody for Anthony Richardson, knowing the Colts are sitting out there?
If I am the Cardinals, I am not I think he might be the surest thing in this draft. He is such a good player. Will Anderson plays so hard. Was really productive. If you can get him, I think you regret not taking him. I don't know what kind of package somebody would give, but if you're talking about packaging that somebody else's first with a second and a fourth or something, I'm sorry. I think Will Anderson is going to be an all-pro numerous times over, and I think he is exactly what they need in terms of to upgrade their defense and really change kind of the demeanor of the place. I think he's that good of a player.
Well, and this is going to be like one of the best games of chicken I can recall in recent drafts here, where the Colts will have to sit there and think if they really, really want Richardson. Let's just assume that. I know what assuming can be. But just maybe flipping something to Arizona to just move up one and just remove all doubt. Then Arizona can move down, get some more picks, and still get Will Anderson. Or if somebody's jonesing for the mother load for Arizona would be they trade from 3 down to 4 and then trade out again. Unless they love Will Anderson so damn much, they can do that. I'm just wondering, what are you hearing before we'll take a break, if you don't mind, and we'll hit some other things. What are you hearing about the Richardson buzz that somebody will just go for it and get him at 3 to beat the Colts to the punch?
There's definitely a quarterback coach in the NFL I've talked to who says that's their number one guy on their board because he just has
Richardson.
Unreal physical tools to work with. But he is a project in terms of what you have to do with him. So, having said that, I mean, obviously anything can happen once you get closer to it. I just come back to Will Anderson, though. I mean, this guy was the best defensive football player in college football the last couple of years. And his motor never stops. He's really good against the run. He's really physical. You pass on him, you better get somebody who's going to be a potential Hall of Famer, I think. Because I think he could be, if you ask me, and I remember I did this project a couple of years ago where it was my mock draft, and I went back and looked at it a couple of years ago when Micah Parsons was there, and one of the guys I talked to used the term, he's a future Hall of Famer. If it's short of Micah Parsons, I'm not sure how many in the last couple of years defensive, front 7 guys, I would be like, yeah, you can't, if you have the chance to take this guy, unless you desperately need a quarterback, desperately, I don't know how you let him go.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.